After the Cardinals just played the Colts very close and should have won the game in my opinion, we have a lot to discuss today. A lot of people are going crazy. I have made some claims on X. You guys might know, you guys might not know. We'll dive into everything. But there's a lot with this team that I think we have so many core issues, but people like to pin it on one guy. You guys label me as a Kyler stan. That's okay. But for some reason, I can't win in any scenario because we have comments just like this, and it feels like no matter what side I play, I give Jacoby credit, say he played a fantastic game. The second half looked phenomenal and we were ripping the football. Somehow now I'm not a Kyler fan. I'm just a complete moron. Like, I can't win on any state, but I'll take that. Like, I genuinely try to keep it as based as possible, but for some reason the flat comes no matter what the take. Guys, guess what? You can back Kyler and admit Jacoby had a good game. That's fine. You can understand that Kyler's not the core issue and still understand that Jacoby had a good game. I don't understand why it has to be constant divide within the fan base. We're not winning games. That's the core issue. So let's go ahead and talk about that today because I think it stems way deeper than a one quarterback. And it could stem from stuff like this that's just absolutely frustrating, is that Calais Campbell has 3 sacks and 16 pressures on 141 pass rush snaps this year, and the rest of the interior D-line combined has 1 sack and 15 pressures on 488 snaps. That is a 3.1% pressure rate. It's disgusting, man. The defense has had the opportunity to get us a stop in every instance, and they just can't do it. Daniel Jones and friends just poured on 17 in the second half. They matched us after Jacoby Brissett had a masterclass. He had 6 incompletions, 2 touchdowns, played phenomenal through adversity, was getting banged up all day long, was stepping into throws, delivering on third down, and converting at over 60%. He looked amazing. And somehow, some way, this Cardinals team still finds a way to lose. No matter what the case is, we can't play complimentary football. Point blank, period. You can pin it on Kyler Murray. You can pin it on whoever at this point. You can put it on Drew Petzing. You can put it on Jonathan Gannon. No matter what, the defense cannot get us stops in crucial moments. And I have given them the benefit of the doubt. The fact that our offense can't stay on the field, that we can't actually put points up, but we've had the option, or at least the opportunity, not necessarily the option, to close out 6 of these games on our terms. And we have won 2 of those against the Saints and the Carolina Panthers, who almost crept back. There's a world where we could be 0-6. There's a world where we could be 6-0. That is not a place you want to be. You want to be able to walk away and win games convincingly. And the thing is, people have said stupid things like, you're getting the whole Jacoby Brissett through a hospital ball. We're okay with mediocrity. Nobody's okay with mediocrity. We want to win football games. But when you can't close, and Kyler Murray has done everything in his power to will this team to wins, and yes, he's not the core issue. I stand on that. You can call me a Kyler stan all you want, but if we're just being realistic, Amari DiMercato dropping a pass against the San Francisco 49ers, which is a walk-in touchdown, is that his fault? No. Is Amari being boneheaded in this clip and just dropping the ball right before the goal line his fault to give us 28 points, which would have led us in terms of points scored in games? No, that's not his fault. But for some reason, he's just the easy scapegoat, and that's fine. That is genuinely fine. If that's a stance you want to take, I completely get it. You're stuck in the ideology that it has to be Kyler's fault and you want him gone. Well, at the end of the year, we might get that, and that's fine. A breakup might be inevitable, and I think we have to face that. I'm fine with that. You guys also know I want to win football games. I don't care who's behind center. If Kyler Murray's not the answer, in under 7 years, you guys want to blame all of this franchise's unsuccessfulness all on his shoulders, that's fine. Capitalize on value, which I think is smart. While he has value and the mobility is still there, before he hits 30 years old, capitalize. If you don't think he's the answer or your franchise quarterback, move on. There's no reason to harbor. But if you want to pin this entire franchise's mediocrity on his 7-year tenure here, you are heavily mistaken. We're the longest tenured franchise in NFL history. It goes way deeper than 7 years. But we can just continue to harp on that. It could just be Kyler Murray's fault. Some people are just stuck in that ideology, but it comes from the coaching staff. Nick Rallis, this defense, pull it up. For some reason, the EPA defensive efficiency, we rank second through all 3 quarters. That is fantastic. But once that 4th quarter hits, we turn to the 31st ranked defense in the league. Like I said, I've given them the benefit of the doubt to actually just come in here and close. After the first 2 weeks, it was understandable. We're 2-2 at that point. We have lost 4 straight, and it feels like we've lost in the same way every single time. It might not be off a game-winning field goal, like we lost 3 games straight and the defense had a chance to close the door, but we continue to run soft zone and just let them march down the field and have the opportunity to win the game. But we had a chance on 4th and goal, and Evan Brown looked atrocious too. If you guys haven't seen the clip, just got absolutely beat. Jacoby had pressure in his face, and it was a clear hold. But we can't sit here and harp. You can argue it shouldn't have gotten to that point. Shouldn't have allowed it to be in the ref's hands. But that is just the Cardinals, man. It's just heartbreaker after heartbreaker after heartbreaker after heartbreaker. All of us are sick. We feel the same. Trust me. We might have different ideologies on who we want at quarterback, at offensive coordinator, running this team in general. But I don't think this team is as bad as the record shows. And that is why I'm frustrated. I made a point where I called some people idiots if you guys are stuck on the Kyler hate train. And that doesn't just mean that Kyler Murray doesn't deserve some flack, because there's some things that Jacoby Brissett did yesterday that Kyler Murray would never do in 100 years. Stepping up in the pocket, knowing you're going to get rocked, and taking a shot, Kyler's not going to do that. There's times he'll just fall down, try to escape, and throw the ball away. Some things that you don't want to see from your franchise quarterback. But at the same time, the limitations in this offense, I feel like Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Jacoby Brissett, but he plays good one game, and now everybody just gives him flack. So it is what it is. I'm ready to move off, but the defense not being able to hold the door is the core issue of this team right now, and until we realize that there's deeper issues than just Kyler Murray, we are going to be in deep, deep trouble. Drew Petzing playing conservative and not letting anybody rip the ball, but Jacoby Brissett and changing your philosophy just a little bit, knowing you can't run the football, and it takes your franchise quarterback going down to rip it 44 times is a little crazy. If you can't see the difference in the games, I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't. Jacoby Brissett did a fantastic job, but if you can't look at this team and just understand there's deeper core issues, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Like, at that point, it's just a lost cause. You can say it's ownership, too. Ownership plays a factor. We haven't won. Kyler Murray could play a factor. Drew Petzing could play a factor. Jonathan Gannon could play a factor. There's a lot of core issues. Nick Rallis not being able to close the door in games and win us games where we have a chance to be 6-0 or 0-6. We have had complete control of our destiny, and we have a 2-4 record. That just goes to show that is a coaching error. It doesn't matter. I don't even know. Like, at this point, we're just kind of doomed, and it feels like the season is over. The schedule's hard, and we are not in a position where we can afford to lose many more games, and the schedule is difficult. So we'll see what happens. Brace up. But we have core issues that stem way past quarterback controversy, in my opinion, and until those are addressed, we are going to continue to be a miserable franchise. So you guys let me know how you guys feel about that. That is my mini rant. You guys can rant to me down in the comment section below. We can debate. I've been debating on X all day. I'm here for it. I am here for the flack. I am here for whatever you guys have to say. I am curious, but everybody's opinions are going to be different. I understand that too. So everybody's subject to your own opinion. You can call me an idiot for all I care. I will take that flack because, I mean, it's freedom of speech, baby. We can have these conversations. We all want the same thing at the end of the day, and that's to win football games. So we're all in agreement on that. Now, how we get there, we can differ. But let's go ahead and have some discussions. Drop those comments down below. But with that being said, that is going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL content. If you're a fan of either of those, this is the perfect channel for you. But with that being said, that is going to wrap it up, man. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.